Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation. What are their current realizations? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Tarot of the Divine. And pile number two is the Morgan Greer Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today, but I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I've never reached out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. There is going to be an extended for this reading, so let's take a look at what you can expect in the extended. So we'll take a look at how do they feel about you now, their current energies towards the connection, and what is their next move. Details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi Pile 1, for those of you who chose Tarot of the Divine, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energy, so close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, Pile 1. Specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what are their current realizations? Could be about you, could be about the connection, could be about themselves with respect to this connection. We'll see. We'll keep it a little bit open-ended, see what wants to come through. 7 of Wands, Temperance, 4 of Coins, 6 of Wands, the Empress, Page of Swords, 7 of Coins. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards. Peace, boundaries, positivity, and I am worthy. Okay. Alrighty. Your person's current realizations, Pile 1. They're realizing that the sense of victory that they felt by withholding their feelings or by not telling you how they truly felt, yeah, they're no longer feeling that sense of victory anymore. So at one point in time, it does look like your person felt safe and secure, not opening up to you, to this connection. They thought that, this was them setting boundaries, them setting limits by not really showing you all that they were feeling. At that point in time, I think that your person felt, okay, this is the right way to go, or yes, this is working for me, this feels good to me, this brings me peace, so yes, it must mean that this is right. In this no contact that's gone on between the two of you, it looks like there has been some kind of misunderstanding, or because your person has been withdrawn, like they've not really been showing you what they're truly feeling on the inside, it's possible that you might have felt that they don't care or that they've moved on. And based on that thought process, it looks like you've taken your next action. So either you've moved on, you've decided that, okay, they probably don't want this connection anymore, and then you've decided that you shouldn't also be hanging on to it. It's becoming heavy. You should also take a step forward for yourself, so on and so forth. So it looks like your person is watching you move on with your life. And they're realizing that whatever sense of victory that they felt because of withholding their feelings, it's actually causing this drift between the two of you. If they had in the past kind of opened up about their feelings and let you know that, yes, I'm struggling with this too, or I'm hurt with this no contact, I'm upset with what's gone down between the two of us. If they had opened up their feelings to you, it's possible that there might have been some kind of reconciliation, or I think that maybe eventually, both of you would have seen a path of coming back together. But because your person has not taken any action, they've not said anything, they've not done anything also, you have perceived this to be a signal for you to move on. And it looks like you are doing that on your end. Your person's watching that, and they're watching you drift further and further away from them. And that's not what they want for themselves, nor this connection. So they're no longer feeling that peace. They're no longer feeling optimistic about this decision that they made to withhold what they were saying, to withhold what they wanted to say, what they were feeling about you, about this connection. And now there is a slow desire building within them to speak up, to start communicating what they are thinking and feeling about you, about this connection. A little bit of panic, yes, but it's also, I think, you drifting away from them, or you deciding to move on, walking away. That's kind of triggered this understanding within them, Palwan. I guess it had to be the loss of you for them to realize that they shouldn't have withheld what they were feeling. They should have been very upfront about all that they were feeling with respect to you, with respect to this connection. Because the truth is, they do want to work on this. Whatever's gone down between the two of you, they do want to give this connection another go. They have felt everything that you have felt. But maybe because they didn't really show it to you, or they didn't really express it, you thought they didn't feel the same way. But no, this person has felt the same way. But yes, I think that wanting them to express it on your end has been alignment, because it's pushing them to realize that they cannot withhold all that they're feeling and then expect there to be no consequences to that action. And that if they want you to be a part of their life, if they want some kind of reconciliation, or even you both working on this connection, discussing what went wrong, some kind of starting point to see how both of you can come together, then there needs to be openness and honesty, at least on their end. They need to come forward with that energy. And that's something that they are realizing at this point in time, that they are actually the ones to have caused the rift between the two of you. Maybe in the past your person blamed you. Maybe they said you were the one, causing the situation between the two of you. But now they're realizing that it's not you, it's actually them. And whatever peace your person felt at the beginning of this no contact, yeah, they're not feeling that anymore. In fact, the silence is very, very uncomfortable for them, because they know that they have caused it. For some of you, this could be a limbo. Like maybe you're kind of waiting for your person to say something or break the no contact between the two of you, and they haven't. And maybe you've decided to, maybe focus on your life, focus on other aspects of your life. But in that process, there is a sense of detachment that's coming through on your end. And that's actually what is pushing your person to realize that they've caused, like the no contact could have been maybe on both ends, but to reach this point of your detachment of them, yes, that's definitely on them. That is what they are realizing at this point in time. Maybe when this no contact started out, your person was sure that you would reach out to them or that things would resolve between the two of you, even if they kept their feelings hidden or to themselves. But yes, they're realizing that it is a mistake. I am hearing the word mistake. Let's get more information. Yes, I think, yeah, Six of Cups, yes. There is definitely a deep desire for reconciliation. I also think that this person does see some kind of future with you, but at the same time, they also know that they have to be the ones to break the silence between the two of you. They were the ones to cause the rift, so they have to be the ones to reach out. And whatever peace, whatever sense of victory that they felt at one point in time, yeah, that's dissipating. They're no longer feeling good about this decision that they've made. They want to change it. That is what their current realizations are. Yeah, on your end, it might be frustrating on your end because it's possible that on your end you finally found your footing. You know, you finally feel some sense of peace, some sense of, you know how when, things are unstable, you also feel that chaos and conflict. And then over a period of time, even if things are still unstable, you learn how to adjust to that frequency, or you kind of come to terms with that. So you're starting to feel stable within yourself, even if nothing externally has changed. I feel like you've come to that point. And so your person realizing this means that there is a possibility they will come forward. There is a possibility that things will shift again externally. So it might be frustrating on your end, like I just got my life together, or I just started feeling stable about, or I just made peace with what has happened. Now, is there going to be another change that I need to deal with? So on your end, yes, I do sense that frustration. And maybe it's taken your person this long to come to this understanding, to come to this realization. But yes, I am feeling like you've already made peace with what's gone down between the two of you. The advice coming through for you, Pal 1, is take it one day at a time, all right? You don't have to have everything figured out just right. Depending on what your person is doing, and we'll look into that in the extended, like what is their next move. But there definitely seems to be some kind of action that your person wants to take, or they're kind of gearing up to take, because the pulling back and the silence is definitely affecting them. So on your end, whether you're open to this connection or not, take it one day at a time. Don't stress yourself to be a certain version of yourself, or don't push yourself to be at a certain milestone in your healing journey with respect to this connection. Just know that healing is not linear. It's okay if sometimes you go back and forth, maybe sometimes, is a little bit of circling around. That's okay too. All right, so just be a little bit kind to yourself. It is understandable, the frustration that you're feeling, but at the same time, it looks like there is an energy shift in this connection, and it's coming through from your person. So learn how to be kind to yourself as your person is figuring things out, as there is a shift in the energy between the two of you, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That is very, very important. All right, Pal 1, let's take a look at the extended. Let's see what's covering. So in the extended, we'll look at how do they feel about you now, their current energies towards the connection, and what is their next move. I'll get more cards and details about what their next move is going to be exactly. But there is definitely some kind of action that your person is gearing up to take towards you, towards this connection, all right? Pal 1, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pile 1, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you who chose Morgan Greer Tarot, this is going to be your reading, right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2. Specifically for no contact and no separation situation, what are the current realizations? Could be about you, could be about this connection, could be about themselves with respect to this connection. We'll keep it a little bit open-ended. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, the Moon, the Sun, interesting, Queen of Rods, okay. I also have your cards, Deep Knowing, Manipulation, 222 Balance, and we have I Am Whole, okay. Your person's realizing that no matter what, you both will always find your way back to each other. I think that there is something very different about your connection that your person is realizing right now in this no contact. Maybe you've already understood the depth of this connection, or even the deeper aspects, the deeper meanings to what both of you have gone through together. But your person is realizing it now, Pile 2. This might be some kind of a soulmate, a high-frequency soulmate connection. Could be twin flames. That energy is definitely coming through. But take that as it resonates. It depends on, whether you feel called to align with those terms. So that's completely onto you. But yes, I think that your person, even though this knowing did exist within them, I think that there was a lot of denial that there was something more between the two of you, or something more was meant to happen between the two of you. For some of you, this could have been a connection with a false start. For others of you, maybe both of you went into no contact, but you haven't been able to shake off this feeling like there's more to your story, or that things are not over yet. And I'm also hearing that you might feel that this is your person. It's that kind of sure energy coming through on your end. But maybe because the no contact has extended for such a long time, maybe on your end you're starting to get a little bit confused about what you're feeling. Maybe you might be a little bit worried that you're kidding yourself. That's also the energy that's coming through. But no, your person seems to be feeling it on their end as well. It took them a little bit of time, yes, but they're feeling it as well. I think that there are very unique circumstances to both of you meeting, or both of you being together. And your person's recognizing that what they feel with you, they cannot feel with anyone else, no matter how hard they try. And they have tried, Pile 2. They have tried to recreate what the two of you have with other people, but it's just not the same. It's not the same because it's not your energy. And I think that their energy meshes with yours in a way that's very explosive, but at the same time very calming. It's opposite, but at the same time, there is space for both of those energies to exist in your connection. Your person is starting to realize that this connection makes them feel a certain way, and they want to experience more of that. I do see some kind of growing desire within them to be a part of this connection back again. But it is the Queen of Wands, so it's more internal at this point in time. It's more of what they are feeling, and they're flowing with what they are feeling. Overall, I do see that you balance out your person in a way that no one ever has in the past. And you give them that grounded energy that they've been looking for all their life. They couldn't tell you, they couldn't admit it to themselves at some point in time, but now they're wondering what took them so long to come to this realization. They're also understanding that maybe it's time, yeah, maybe it's time to start moving towards you. But I do feel like there is a little bit of some kind of healing journey that's meant to happen on your person's end, even with the Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands coming through. Maybe surrendering to this connection, trusting what they intuitively feel about this connection. I do think that there's a little bit of hesitation. Maybe your person's trying to look for proof, or maybe I'm hearing woo-woo. So maybe like this connection, your person might be struggling to believe in the coincidences or the signs, the synchronicities. Maybe they're looking for more proof. That's also another message that's coming through. But overall, even with the Hangman coming out, I do feel like your person is starting to make their way back to you, but that's starting out a little bit more internal. They're starting to accept the nature of this connection. That is what their current realizations are, that there's something different about the two of you. There's something different about this connection. What that is, deeper aspects of it, giving it a name, all of that, your person's not there yet, but they're starting to realize that they will never be able to recreate this connection with anyone else. They will never be able to feel the way that they feel with you, with anyone else. And that realization is, it's very slow. It's not all at once hitting them. No, it's little things that are unfolding in their life. Like for example, they meet up with an old friend, all right? And they might have perceived in the past that the reason why both of you feel so familiar with each other is because you've known each other for a long time. So they end up meeting a friend who they've known for a similar amount of time, but they just don't feel the same way that they did when they met you or when they were around you. And so that is helping your person realize that, oh, okay, well, it's not about the number of years that we've been together. There's something different, but it's not about the number of years that I've known them. Then maybe your person goes through another experience where maybe it's someone who has, who kind of makes your person like have fun, you know, and then they realize that the fun that they're having with them is not the same kind of fun that they have with you. So it's all of these little moments that are slowly piling up and helping your person realize that there's something different about your connection. There's something more to what both of you feel for each other, as well as wow, I'm really struggling with my words. Hold on. As well as what both of you experience together. Yes. Yeah, I do think that it is very confusing for your person. Like, I think that you might be more spiritually open to what this connection means, or you might be a little bit more intuitive than your person, but they're starting to come to the same understanding as you, but it is a process by itself, and it is a little bit confusing, but they seem to be doing much better than anyone else in their position. They seem to be a lot more steady in their understanding. Like, it's a lot to take in, yes, but they are taking it in and they're slowly coming to an understanding. I am also seeing that your person might take some time before taking any action. There is some action-oriented energy coming through, but there might be a little bit of wanting to understand this connection more. I think that your person needs to feel the connection and understand it in their own way before they feel safe enough to maybe come forward for reconciliation, or even maybe ask you if this is also what you are feeling. So that is one message that's coming through. So slow and steady, it looks like your person is understanding the deeper aspects to this connection. All right, let's take a look at the extended. Let's see what wants to come through in the extended. So in the extended, we'll look at how do they feel about you now, their current energies towards the connection, and we'll look at what is their next move, right? Because I did get some action-oriented energy, so we'll look deeper into that. We'll pull more cards. For now, I feel like the next move coming through already is like they want to kind of find out if you also feel the same way or if it's just them in this. That might be one, but I think that there is actual physical action that they might be taking in 3D. So we'll pull oracle cards and we'll pull tarot cards to kind of figure out what might be their next move slash action in 3D going to be, right? So that is the extended. Details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. Pile 2, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pile 2, take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.